Stupidest thing I've ever heard. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. I have never heard someone say so many wrong things, one after the other, consecutively in a row.
It got worse.
No.
But I feel like it's about to get worse.
I keep checking my phone like I mean something to somebody. Silly fucking me.
Last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
If you're a woman who's thinking about leaving her long-term relationship and you just haven't pulled the trigger yet, these are a few things that I didn't really recognize fully until after I left mine. And I learned a lot of these things actually through TikTok.
You serious?
Hey guys, give me the sip rep. It's your boy Hiran here to endure another video of cringe with you. Now, I'm happy that this trend of, you know, this meme, right? With the last time I was single, the dating pool was everyone. Yeah, so I like that it's getting famous because it just goes to show how many women are absolutely miserable after, you know, trying to find the greener grass. So, with that being said, let's start with this woman who I intentionally cut right after she said that she left her long-term relationship because of some advice on TikTok. Man. Yeah, so let's see how it's going for her.
If you're a woman who's thinking about leaving her long-term relationship and you just haven't pulled the trigger yet, these are a few things that I didn't really recognize fully until after I left mine. And I learned a lot of these things actually through TikTok and also through other friends, but they didn't like solidify for me until much later. And had I realized them earlier, I would have left earlier. The first was my belief that like being in a subpar relationship was still better than being in no relationship. And I really believed this deep into my core. I only left my relationship so I could find a better one, not because I expected being single to be as good as being in that relationship. I expected like a long-term situational depression to come out of it, and that is not what happened. I was pretty quickly, almost immediately, much happier after he moved out. I did have some situational depression that came up when I found out that his kids, who I loved like they were my own and I helped raise, were spending time with his like new girlfriend, and I felt like my family was moving on without me, but that was definitely about the kids and not about him. Another thing that I didn't realize that I was doing was I was holding out pretty deeply for the hope that things in our relationship would change. I believed that relationships go through seasons and we were just in a bad season and it was just as likely to come back around again and be good again. I no longer think this is true. I think that relationships have seasons, yes, but like if you're in a long-term, protracted bad season and you have a partner who's not actively working with you to get out of that bad season, it's probably not going to go away. I came across so many women on TikTok who had left their relationships, and none of them regretted leaving their relationships. They all regretted how long they stayed in the relationships after they had gotten bad. And I came across people who had been unhappy for upwards of 8, 9, or 10 years and had stayed in their relationships, just hoping for that better season. My bad season was only like 2 years, but yeah, had I known at the beginning, like, that I wasn't likely to get out of it, I probably would have stayed for 6 months or a year and tried, but I probably wouldn't have tried for 2 whole years, particularly because my partner like explicitly told me he wasn't interested in working on the relationship. I think I want to drive home for you is I know a ton of women online and off, and I know almost nobody that regrets leaving when they did. But I know so many women who regret staying as long as they did. Part of it's that societal conditioning where like when you leave a marriage or a long-term relationship, it's seen as sort of a failure, and also that when women are given more validity.
Yeah, because it is a failure. You know, well, what would you call it? A victory or what? Of course it's a failure. You either chose the wrong partner or anyway, you both failed. Here's the thing, guys. I can understand a woman leaving a relationship because, you know, things were going badly. I can understand that. That can happen. You know, maybe the guy turned to be an a-hole. Maybe he cheated. I can understand that. The problem is, I'm talking generally here, not specifically about this woman. The problem is when women are unhappy in every relationship they have, because then the common denominator is the woman, not the man. You hear so many women saying, oh, my ex-boyfriend, he was so bad, he used me, he was so toxic. And then, you know, she tells the same about literally every boyfriend or relationship she has had. Well, excuse me, but the common denominator is you know? Like, I can trust you once, but when you're unhappy in all relationships that you have, then the problem is you. Because women have this problem of feeling that the grass is always green on the other side. Women have this problem where they don't respect the men that they're with, you know? They don't respect them. They say the spark is gone. The spark is not magically gone. They just stopped respecting that man. They stopped putting in the effort, you know, in the relationship. They started thinking, well, I probably could have gotten something better. Maybe, you know, a man with a higher income, or a man who looks better, or I want Prince Charming, you know. This current guy, he's good, but he's not quite like Prince Charming. So they lose all respect. And this is why I don't trust this woman, that the other guy was just a bad guy, you know, and oh, poor little soul, she suffered for so long. I don't trust her, because I see so often the opposite, where the guy is perfectly fine and he really tried to make it work, but it's just the woman whose standards are unreachable and undeserved. But what do you guys think?
He wouldn't have proximity to a man. That's all about to change. As you can see, like a lot of creators are saying this and predicting this. There's going to be a spike in divorces, the likes of which we've never seen before.
Oh, you mean like the one we're having right now? Which is 80% initiated by women, you mean?
Part because of this app and women learning like, oh shit, my man's probably not going to change. This is probably it. When this app drives that home for women over and over again, so many are going to leave. And with them, so will the stigma.
You know, guys, she's right about one thing. TikTok is increasing the divorce rate. Like, TikTok is part of the brainwashing program that women are going through nowadays, with all this narrative of you are a boss, babe, you're a prize, never settle, you're a 10 out of 10, you are freaking God's gift to the earth, and you don't deserve, you know, to settle with these better men, with these boring, uninteresting guys who are not, you know, dark-skinned with blue eyes, 6 feet, 6 figures, etc. Man, what a load of bullcrap. And guys, it's funny because it's the same with healing. You know how women will say, oh, I've had my bad experiences, but now I'm healing, now I'm a new person. And 2 months after that, they are in the same situation they were before, where they got played by Chad. It's the same with these quote-unquote happy ex-wives, where they say, oh, I finally left him, now I'm finally free, I can do whatever I want, he was so controlling, etc., etc. Yeah, 2 months after that, they are miserable. They can't find any other person, they still never settle, they either never get married, or if they married, it's like 90% chance they will get divorced again. Women who leave marriages are not happier than women who stay in marriages, alright? This whole narrative that, oh, I finally broke free, and you see now TikTok is going to show all the women that they need to raise their standards as if they weren't freaking high enough, you know what I mean?
Hi guys, so I had this comment on quality.
Alright, let me guys read the comment for those of you not watching. So she did a video previously, and a guy said, bad advice, promoting ideas that are bringing about the downfall of Western society. Waiting till your eggs are fried just makes you less desirable to quality men. And guys, brace yourselves, for she got a little butthurt, you know.
Men, and basically being only attracted to you because of the quality of your eggs. So this is no offense, shame, or anything towards the person who made the comment. If that is your truth, I hold that truth for you. But this is for women who feel less desirable depending on their age and whether they could bear children. The quality of your eggs has absolutely nothing to do with your self-worth, and I want you to know that. If someone really loves you, he is not going to care about the quality of your ex. If he's looking for a baby mama, well, yes, but then he's not looking for true love. He's looking for someone with whom to have a specific relationship for a specific goal. So don't ever let anyone make you feel less desirable just because of where you are in life.
That is huge! That is absolutely huge!
Where you are in life is where you are supposed to be, and I always encourage you to seek out a partner who is going to love you for you. Every cell, every being, every bit of you just love you. If you would like 3 juicy secrets to weed out the losers and find true love, click the link in my bio.
To weed out the losers. You know, guys, how many lies have been sold to women? You have all these wooden philosophers on TikTok saying that they are, you know, strategists, dating coaches, all this crap. And they don't have the slightest idea of what's going on, man. Like, I would much rather recommend a woman watch some red pill content to understand what men want. Because here's the thing, guys. When women, you know, you see these dating coaches and they always talk specifically about women. They never, ever say to women, you know, ask the question, what do men want? They just talk about raising standards, you know, raising the bar. You deserve. Man, you don't deserve crap. Stop for a moment and think, what do men want? And women have been sold all those lies that your body count doesn't matter. It shouldn't change your worth. Whether you are in your 20s or in your 40s shouldn't change your worth. Your fertility shouldn't change your worth. You know, being overweight shouldn't change your worth. All those lies, man. All those lies. Being a boss babe is something good. It shouldn't change your worth. You know, being modest, being a nice person to be around, that is not important. No, that doesn't change a woman's worth. Enough with the lies.
Men have all the fucking audacity. I just had a man text me telling me that the reason why he's so bad at texting is because he really has a girl, and if I would still want to meet up. No. Like, the fucking audacity to be in a whole ass relationship, be on dating apps, and then tell women that now that they know the truth, would they still be okay meeting up? Like, are you okay? I just had like a 3-second crying session. Not because I give a fuck about this man's, because I barely talk to him. But because this is what's out there. Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't worry, ma'am. Just text to the other 4 men you're texting. It's alright if one of them didn't work out. You know what I mean, guys? Like, you have women whining that men hide relationships from them. What about women hiding the 7 other men that they are dating, you know, at the same time? What about that? And hey, I'm not saying it's something good. I don't think men should do it. I don't think women should do it. This guy is lame. But you know, but we talk so much about men doing this nasty behavior. Well, guys, it's women who do this 90% of the time. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm not meaning to downgrade the validity of this woman's argument, but you know, it's a little ironic. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Cringe. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, hit that like button, and I'll be happy to see you next time, guys. Have a good one.